Hi, good afternoon. Today is October 8th, 2010, and my name is Tim Zerillo, and I'm here to talk to you about the basics of divorce law in the state of Maine. Many of you are considering a divorce, and you're wondering how mechanically it works, how the process works. Well, it's not terribly complicated, but since it's a foreign topic to most of you, I figured I would give you this sort of basic primer. And obviously, if you're having a divorce coming up and you need counsel, please feel free to contact us. And obviously, also, I'll add my standard disclaimer that each case is different, and these, what I'm telling you here may not apply really to your case. But this is the general steps for a garden variety divorce case. Basically, when the divorce is filed, a summons needs to be filed, and the divorce complaint and the summons need to be served upon somebody. The service can take place by sheriff, or the service can involve something as simple as the person who is the defendant waiving service and signing an acknowledgement form. Maine is a no-fault divorce state, so what that means is that almost every divorce is filed on the basis of irreconcilable marital differences. Now, I have people occasionally say to me, well, my spouse committed adultery. Isn't it advantageous to me to plead that in the complaint? Well, no, it's not really advantageous to you at all. In fact, it adds, as the plaintiff in the complaint in that instance, in the divorce, you are adding something else you need to prove. You might as well simply file under irreconcilable marital differences. I'm not saying that the adultery may not become an issue in the case. It may, for a variety of different evidentiary reasons, but there's no reason to create that extra layer, in my view, of dealing with things, of having to prove your case. The steps of a divorce are pretty simple. If there are children involved, once the divorce is filed, you'll get a case management conference date. Please keep in mind, you cannot get divorced in the state of Maine with children involved for a minimum of 60 days after service of the complaint and that the complaint has been filed. And that's the statutory cooling off period. So during that period of time, you'll have a case management conference, and we will help you deal with issues such as temporary orders, who's controlling the house, for example, and child support and that sort of thing. A divorce generally resolves all the issues related to marital property, business property, marital debts, children's issues, including child support and residency of the child and parental rights and responsibilities, and it also deals with issues like spousal support. So it's really a catch-all for a lot of things that you might need to have resolved, and we're certainly happy to walk you through the process. After the case management conference, you may engage in some discovery depending on what the facts of your case are, and then you'll end up in mediation. Once the case is mediated, you will either have an agreement, a whole agreement, a partial agreement, or no agreement. If there's a whole agreement, your lawyer can assist you in drafting the settlement agreement and getting it entered in the court. If you have a partial agreement on some items, you may have to have a hearing on the other items you don't agree on, or there are other ways to deal with those issues that we can talk about when we talk to you in person. But regardless, the concept is that if you don't have an agreement, then you can have a judge step in and make decisions related to the portions that you don't agree on. Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. Obviously, this is just it in a nutshell in a minute or two, and I realize that you probably have questions that aren't contained in this video, but that's why you give us a call. The Zerillo Law number in Portland is 207-347-6063, 207-347-6063. Or you can always visit us on the web at www.getzerillo.com, www.getzerillo.com. Thanks for watching.